already lined up a solution. It's not a Goliath that will try to stop you, that God hasn't already.
In a shocking turn of events, the once revered televangelist Joel Osteen, known for his charismatic smile and message of prosperity, has seen his career unravel in a way no one could have predicted. What once seemed like an unshakable empire built on faith, hope, and wealth has been brought down by a web of scandals and controversies. As the news of his sentence sends shockwaves through the Christian community, the question on everyone's mind is, what led to the downfall of this televangelist titan? Join us as we uncover the hidden secrets and events that sealed Joel Osteen's fate. A ministry built on controversy. From its very inception, Joel Osteen's ministry has been marked by controversy. As one of the most influential televangelists of the 21st century, Osteen has built a massive empire, drawing millions of followers from across the globe. But alongside his rise to fame, there has been an ongoing stream of criticisms and allegations that have shadowed his every move. Central to the critiques of his ministry is the teaching of the prosperity gospel, a belief system that promises material wealth and personal success to those who maintain strong faith and follow the path of tithing. Critics argue that this gospel places too much emphasis on the accumulation of material wealth and success at the cost of spiritual growth and moral integrity. Moreover, accusations have been leveled against Lakewood Church itself, alleging that its vast wealth is accumulated at the expense of its congregants, many of whom give what little they have in the hopes of receiving divine financial blessings in return. Despite the ongoing controversies surrounding Joel Osteen and Lakewood Church, Osteen has maintained a loyal following. His larger-than-life persona, trademark smile, and uplifting messages have endeared him to millions who believe his teachings provide a beacon of hope. For many, Osteen's success story is a testament to the power of faith and hard work. Yet, behind the polished facade of his ministry, dark secrets have begun to emerge, and the cracks in his perfect image are starting to show. Allegations of embezzlement, financial mismanagement, and even personal scandals, such as whispers of infidelity, have plagued Osteen's career for years. These revelations have done little to deter his most dedicated supporters, but as more details come to light, it's clear that the consequences of these scandals are becoming too great to ignore. The truth about Joel Osteen's personal and professional life has remained shrouded in mystery for far too long, but as his empire begins to crumble, it's becoming increasingly difficult for him to maintain the illusion of perfection, the fall of a televangelist empire. For years, Joel Osteen's ministry was the epitome of success in the world of televangelism. Lakewood Church, with its enormous congregation and global reach, was a shining example of how a church could grow exponentially through the power of media and charismatic leadership. Osteen's message of prosperity resonated deeply with those struggling to make ends meet, and his emphasis on living a blessed and successful life captured the imagination of millions. Yet, as his ministry grew, so did the controversies surrounding it. Critics of the prosperity gospel began to speak out against what they saw as a twisted interpretation of Christianity, one that placed undue emphasis on material wealth and individual success at the cost of true spiritual growth. The first major scandal to hit Joel Osteen's ministry was his response to the devastating Hurricane Harvey in August 2017. As floodwaters ravaged Houston, residents were left stranded and homeless, desperate for help and shelter. Other churches and community organizations opened their doors to provide refuge for those affected by the storm, but Lakewood Church, despite its massive size and resources, remained closed. Osteen's critics seized upon this as evidence of the church's lack of compassion and concern for the suffering of the local community. Instead of offering refuge to those in need, Osteen's ministry appeared more focused on protecting its assets, including its massive sanctuary and surrounding property. The scandal surrounding Osteen's response to Hurricane Harvey was just one of many instances in which his critics accused him of prioritizing personal wealth and comfort over the well-being of his congregation. As the years went on, more scandals and controversies began to surface, ranging from allegations of financial mismanagement to accusations of tax evasion and even personal indiscretions. Yet despite the growing chorus of criticism, Osteen's loyal followers continued to flock to his sermons and buy his books, eager to hear his message of hope and prosperity. For many, Osteen's teachings seemed to offer a way out of poverty and despair, promising that faith in God could lead to material blessings and personal success. But as the financial troubles within Lakewood Church began to mount, it became increasingly difficult for even Osteen's most ardent supporters to ignore the mounting evidence of greed and excess at the heart of his ministry. Joel Osteen, the man behind the ministry. Joel Osteen was born on March 5, 1963, in Houston, Texas. He grew up in a religious family, with his father, John Osteen, founding Lakewood Church in 1959. The church initially started as a small gathering in a local high school, but under John Osteen's leadership, it grew rapidly, eventually becoming one of the largest and most well-known churches in the United States. When John Osteen passed away in 1999, Joel took over as the senior pastor of Lakewood Church, and under his leadership, the church grew exponentially. Joel Osteen's rise to fame was swift, with his weekly sermons reaching millions of viewers through television broadcasts and his best-selling books, including Your Best Life Now and Become a Better You. Osteen's message of hope, prosperity, and personal success resonated deeply with his audience, particularly those who were struggling financially or emotionally. He often preached about the power of positive thinking, believing that with the right mindset, individuals could achieve anything they desired, including wealth, health, and happiness. This message was particularly appealing to those who felt disconnected from traditional religious institutions and were searching for a more personalized, modern approach to spirituality. Osteen's trademark smile, warm personality, and powerful oratory skills helped him become one of the most recognizable faces in the world of televangelism. Behind the scenes, however, Joel Osteen's personal life was more complicated. His wife, Victoria Osteen, played a pivotal role in the growth of Lakewood Church. Born on March 28, 1961, in Huntsville, Texas, Victoria was a successful entrepreneur and author before marrying Joel in 1987. As the First Lady of Lakewood Church, she became a central figure in the ministry's operations, with a strong focus on building the church's brand and expanding its reach. Victoria's sharp business acumen and sense of style helped establish Lakewood Church as a sleek, modern megachurch, a far cry from the more traditional, humble churches of the past. Together, Joel and Victoria Osteen formed a powerful partnership that seemed unstoppable, building a ministry empire complete with sold-out tours, international broadcasts, and best-selling books. However, behind the carefully crafted image of a happy, prosperous couple, cracks began to form. Whispers of financial impropriety, lavish spending, and personal scandals started to circulate, revealing a more complicated and troubled reality. Allegations of embezzlement, tax evasion, and other financial misdeeds began to surface, further tarnishing the Osteens' reputation. In addition, Victoria's infamous meltdown during a flight on a private jet added fuel to the fire, sparking a media frenzy and damaging the Osteen brand further. Despite the public scrutiny, Joel and Victoria remained largely unfazed, continuing to promote their message of prosperity while hiding the deeper issues that threatened to undermine their ministry. The prosperity gospel. a recipe for success. At the heart of Joel Osteen's ministry is the concept of the prosperity gospel, a belief system that promises material wealth, success, and happiness to those who maintain strong faith in God. Osteen's sermons are filled with stories of miraculous financial windfalls, unexpected blessings, and the promise of a life free from financial worry. For many of Osteen's followers, his message is one of hope and inspiration, offering a way out of poverty and hardship. Osteen himself has become a symbol of success, his own wealth and lifestyle serving as proof that the prosperity gospel works. However, critics argue that the prosperity gospel is little more than a thinly veiled justification for greed and materialism. Many point to the Bible's warnings against the love of money and the dangers of wealth and privilege, arguing that Osteen's teachings neglect the deeper spiritual messages of compassion, humility, and social justice. Osteen's emphasis on individual prosperity, they claim, has led many of his followers to view their own struggles as a result of personal failure rather than addressing the systemic issues that perpetuate poverty and inequality. Critics argue that Osteen's prosperity gospel has created a culture of guilt and shame, where congregants feel pressured to give beyond their means in the hopes of receiving divine blessings in return. As Joel Osteen's wealth has grown, estimated at over $100 million, so too has the scrutiny surrounding his lavish lifestyle. From his massive mansion to his private jets and luxury vehicles, Osteen's lifestyle is a far cry from the humble, sacrificial existence advocated by Jesus. Many have questioned whether Osteen's message of prosperity is truly in line with the teachings of Christianity, or if it serves as a thinly veiled attempt to justify personal gain. Lakewood Church finances, the money trail. Lakewood Church, with its sprawling campus and massive congregation, has become a financial juggernaut. Despite being a tax-exempt religious organization, the church is not required to disclose its financial records to the public. This lack of transparency has sparked concerns about the church's finances and how the vast sums of money donated by congregants are being spent. Critics have pointed to Osteen's multi-million-dollar wealth, as well as the lavish spending by both Joel and Victoria, as evidence that the church's finances are not being managed with the same sense of humility and responsibility preached in their sermons. Lakewood Church has also been involved in a number of real estate investments, including the purchase of a $10 million property in Houston. Critics argue that these investments may be motivated by personal gain rather than spiritual purpose, further calling into question the true nature of the church's operations. With its slick marketing, televised broadcasts, and lucrative book deals, Lakewood Church has become more of a business than a place of worship. The question remains, is Lakewood Church a genuine ministry serving the needs of its congregation, or is it a savvy business operation exploiting the faithful for financial gain? As the controversy surrounding Lakewood Church's finances continues to escalate, one thing is clear. The conversation about money in ministry is far from over. Osteen's wealth and the financial practices of Lakewood Church have raised important questions about the role of transparency, accountability, and spiritual integrity in the world of televangelism. The storm within, Hurricane Harvey, and the Osteen controversy. In August 2017, Hurricane Harvey struck Houston with devastating force, leaving thousands of residents stranded, homeless, and desperate for shelter. Amid the chaos and destruction, Lakewood Church, with its massive 16,000-seat sanctuary, remained closed, while other churches and community centers opened their doors to provide refuge. The doors of Lakewood Church stayed firmly shut. Osteen's critics pounced on the opportunity, accusing him of abandoning his own community in their time of need. The controversy surrounding Lakewood Church's refusal to open its doors during the disaster only served to highlight the growing divide between Osteen's ministry and the very people it claimed to serve. In the wake of the scandal, Osteen defended his actions, claiming that the church's building was not properly equipped to handle large numbers of evacuees. However, the damage to his reputation had already been done. For many, the controversy over Hurricane Harvey marked the beginning of the end for Osteen's once untouchable image. The storm, the fall of the prosperity gospel, unveiling the controversies of Joel Osteen and Lakewood Church. Joel Osteen, once regarded as the epitome of success within the realm of televangelism, has faced numerous controversies that have marred his once pristine public image. From accusations of greed and hypocrisy to criticism over his ministry's lavish spending, Osteen's name has become synonymous with the growing debate about the intersection of wealth, religion, and ethical responsibility. The meteoric rise of Lakewood Church and Osteen's prosperity-driven message has garnered millions of followers worldwide, but it has also led to a series of damaging incidents that continue to unravel the carefully constructed narrative of divine blessing and righteousness. The Hurricane Harvey debacle, a test of compassion. In 2017, Hurricane Harvey devastated Houston, Texas, a storm that led to catastrophic flooding and left thousands of residents displaced. As the community grappled with the aftermath, the response from Lakewood Church and Joel Osteen was closely scrutinized. Lakewood Church, a massive structure with the capacity to hold tens of thousands of people, was criticized for initially refusing to open its doors to evacuees. A flooded reputation. As photographs of Lakewood Church's empty parking lot circulated on social media, showing no signs of offering shelter or assistance to those in need, the backlash was swift and unforgiving. Critics were quick to point out the vast resources at Osteen's disposal and the apparent lack of compassion toward the local community during a time of unprecedented crisis. The church's explanation for the delay, citing concerns over potential flooding of its facilities, seemed to do little to quell the growing tide of criticism. Skeptics wondered why a church of Lakewood's size, with an estimated net worth of over $100 million, could not find a way to help those in immediate need. It was a question that struck at the heart of the church's messaging. Was this really a ministry based on love and service, or was it simply another business empire? Despite the controversy, Lakewood Church eventually opened its doors to evacuees, but by then the damage was done. Osteen's credibility had been severely shaken, and the public's perception of his ministry had shifted. A deeper truth revealed. The debacle surrounding Hurricane Harvey exposed a deeper, more troubling truth about Lakewood Church and its leader. In the eyes of many, the church's response, or lack thereof, spoke volumes about the priorities of the ministry. Critics noted that Lakewood's focus on wealth and prosperity was at odds with the message of humility and sacrifice that is central to Christian teachings. This moment of crisis had revealed what some considered to be the true face of the ministry, one more concerned with wealth accumulation than with addressing the needs of its flock. The storm may have passed, but the storm of criticism that followed would haunt Joel Osteen's legacy for years to come. The Paul fraud allegations. One of the most prominent figures to publicly accuse Osteen of plagiarism was Dr. Paul, a Christian author and speaker. Dr. Paul claimed that Osteen had borrowed heavily from his works without offering any proper attribution, leading to a heated public feud between the two men. While Osteen denied any wrongdoing, the allegations raised serious questions about his integrity and honesty. The feud highlighted a growing trend of authors and public figures being called out for intellectual dishonesty, but for Osteen, it felt like a significant blow to the credibility he had built through his book sales and televised sermons. The fallout and public scrutiny. The plagiarism accusations did not stop with Dr. Paul. Other authors and critics began to question Osteen's approach to writing, with some pointing to his prolific output of books as evidence that he may not have been the sole creator behind many of his works. The accusations sparked a wider debate about the ethics of Christian authorship, especially when the ministry in question was associated with a multi-million-dollar empire. The controversy brought about a wave of criticism, not just for Osteen, but for the broader prosperity gospel movement. The idea that spiritual success could be measured by material wealth was already controversial, and the plagiarism accusations only added fuel to the fire. Critics argued that the allegations reflected a larger pattern of behavior that placed success and fame above integrity and transparency. For many, this was just one more example of the disconnect between Osteen's preachings about prosperity and the realities of his personal life. The wealth of the Osteen family. Joel Osteen's personal wealth has also drawn significant attention. With an estimated net worth exceeding $100 million, Osteen's lifestyle is in stark contrast to the humble existence preached in the Bible. His lavish spending on luxury cars, designer clothes, and private jets has led many to question whether his wealth is truly the result of divine favor or if it is simply a byproduct of a business model built on selling hope and prosperity. In 2013, Osteen made headlines for his decision to purchase a private jet, a symbol of his extreme wealth. While Osteen defended the purchase, arguing that it was necessary for his ministry's global reach, critics viewed it as emblematic of a larger issue: the ever-growing divide between the message of humility preached by Osteen and the opulent reality of his lifestyle. A moment of reflection. In the years following the incident, Victoria Osteen has publicly expressed regret for her actions, acknowledging her mistakes and reflecting on how her behavior fell short of the values she strives to embody. The incident, while a blemish on the Osteen family's image, also sparked a broader discussion about the importance of humility and empathy in leadership. In a world where public figures are often scrutinized for their every move, Victoria's outburst provided a rare glimpse behind the curtain of the Osteen empire, humanizing her in the eyes of some, but also underscoring the challenges of maintaining a public image when personal flaws are exposed. The lavish lifestyle. A church built on luxury. As the controversies surrounding Lakewood Church and the Osteen family continued to unfold, one thing became clear. The Osteen's lifestyle was a far cry from the modest existence advocated by Jesus Christ. With a private jet, luxury cars, and a multi-million-dollar mansion in River Oaks, Houston, the Osteen family's wealth has raised numerous questions about the true nature of their ministry. A ministry or a business empire? Lakewood Church, with its multi-million-dollar facilities and global reach, has become less of a place of worship and more of a business empire. The vast wealth accumulated by Joel and Victoria Osteen has raised concerns among both critics and supporters, with many questioning whether the ministry's focus on prosperity is truly in line with Christian teachings. The Osteen's lavish spending has sparked a heated debate about the role of wealth in ministry. Some argue that their opulence is a testament to the blessings of God, while others view it as evidence of the dangerous marriage between religion and capitalism. As the controversy surrounding their wealth and spending continues, it remains to be seen whether the Osteen family's empire will continue to thrive or whether the weight of their hypocrisy will bring it crashing down.